open the door?
Mystery, she's pregnant. Zoe, please, please, please.
Boss man, you want to rush open the fucking door? Andy!
Hey there, movie buffs. Welcome back to Movie Buff Haven, where we dive into the latest and greatest in cinema. Today, we're unpacking the 2024 movie Alien Romulus. Imagine being trapped on a desolate space station with your friends, surrounded by deadly alien creatures, and the one thing you thought you could trust, the AI designed to protect you, turns against you. Intrigued? Let's dive in. Before we begin, please do me a solid by subscribing to this channel and hitting the notification button for more thrilling movies. Now let's begin. The year is 2142, and the Jackson colony is run with an iron fist by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. Rain Carradine, the film's lead, has spent most of her life there, living with her synthetic brother, Andy. Andy was reprogrammed by Rain's late father with a singular purpose: to protect her at all costs. But while their bond is strong, the world around them is far from safe. At the mining colony, Jackson's star scientist Rain Carradine has completed her contract with the Weyland-Yutani Corporation and anticipates being granted permission to depart for the planet Ivaga with her adoptive brother, Andy, a malfunctioning synthetic reprogrammed by Rain's late father. However, due to a workforce shortage, a Weyland-Yutani clerk denies Rain's request and unexpectedly extends her contract from the 12,000 hours she has already fulfilled to 24,000, instructing her to report to the mines immediately. Life is tough, but Rain's world is about to be thrown into chaos when her ex-boyfriend Tyler, whose contract has just been extended, convinces her to join him on a risky mission. Rain is initially reluctant to take part in a criminal trespass on Weyland-Yutani property, but eventually agrees, particularly since Andy is essential for accessing and communicating with the station's computer systems. Together with his team, which includes his sister Kay, who's secretly pregnant, their cousin Bjorn, and Bjorn's adopted sister Navarro, they plan to escape the oppressive system. Their goal is simple: get to an abandoned space station, recover the stasis chambers needed for a 9-year journey to the distant planet Ivaga, and hopefully start a new life far from Weyland-Yutani's control. But the station isn't as empty as they thought. Once aboard, Andy and Bjorn discover that the stasis chambers require cryogenic fuel to operate, fuel they don't have. Things take a turn for the worse when they accidentally release deadly alien creatures from their containment, triggering a station-wide lockdown. In the chaos, the station goes into lockdown, and the group is trapped. With the alien creatures prowling the station, the team is forced to fight for their lives. Rain attempts to use a damaged chip from an old synthetic named Rook to upgrade Andy's programming. Her hope is that this will allow Andy to take control of the station's systems and help them escape. However, the upgrade has unintended consequences. Andy, now with access to the station's full functionality, becomes loyal to the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, turning against Rain and the rest of the team. His newfound loyalty relegates Rain to a secondary role, and she finds herself sidelined as Andy begins to control the station's security systems to stop any attempts of the creatures escaping.
Shay, who the fuck are you?
I'm an ND-255 Weyland-Yutani synthetic, originally built for mining and safety tasks. You guys call me Andy?
Andy prioritizes the group's safety, but despite his efforts, a facehugger impregnates Navarro. When the laboratory doors opened, the crew is immediately pursued by a swarm of facehuggers. Amid the chaos, one facehugger successfully attaches itself to Navarro. Despite repeated efforts to free her from its grasp, the crew fails. Desperate for help, Rain reactivates the damaged synthetic Rook to ask for help. Rain manages to reactivate Rook, who reveals that scientists had been conducting experiments on a xenomorph found in a cocoon. These experiments triggered an outbreak, with the creature's escape resulting in catastrophic crew casualties and explosive decompression caused by the xenomorph's corrosive blood. Rook informs the group that the station's personnel have all been killed by the creatures. He shows them the corpse of a xenomorph recovered from the wreckage of the Nostromo and warns that Navarro cannot be saved. Despite this, Tyler uses cryonic liquid to freeze the facehugger's tail, allowing the group to carefully remove it from Navarro's neck and face. Even so, Rook cautions that Navarro may already be implanted. Andy tries to stop Navarro from returning to the Corbellin 4, But Bjorn, still resentful toward Andy because of a past incident involving a synthetic, takes Navarro and flees aboard the ship, leaving Rain, Andy, and Tyler behind. Bjorn tries to escape with Navarro and Kay, but Navarro dies when a newborn xenomorph erupts from her chest, causing the Corblin to crash into Romulus and accelerate the station's imminent collision. As Kay and Bjorn try to leave the ship, they come across the xenomorph, cocooned on the wall of the Corblin 4 as it prepares for its final growth stage. Bjorn attempts to kill it by electrocution, but his actions instead accelerate the creature's hatching. The newly emerged xenomorph's blood, which is acidic, kills him, while Kay manages to escape. While Kay flees into Romulus, pursued by the adult xenomorph, Rain and Tyler prepare a rescue attempt. Andy, suspecting a trap, refuses to open the door, inadvertently leading to Kay's capture by the creature. Following his new mission directives, Andy retrieves samples of an experimental fluid extracted from the xenomorphs, codenamed Z01 and referred to by Rook as the Prometheus fire. Rook explains that the compound was designed to give humans the same traits that enable xenomorphs to survive in extreme conditions. Laboratory footage reveals that Z01 can resurrect and heal a dead rat. Insisting the samples are vital, Rook demands they be returned to Jackson Star and takes control of the Renaissance's systems, preventing the Corblin 4 from departing without the samples on board. However, unbeknownst to Rook and Rain's team, the rat shown in the footage had been mutated and ultimately killed by Z01. Rain and Tyler find two F-44AA pulse rifles to fight their way back to their ship. As Rain and Tyler prepare to fight, Andy cautions against using firearms due to the danger of explosive decompression. As they enter a corridor transformed into a xenomorph hive, Tyler hears Kay crying, guiding the group to find her trapped in a cocoon. After freeing her, Andy notices Kay's injuries and suggests that injecting her with Z01 might help heal her. Amidst an onslaught of facehuggers and xenomorphs, Tyler sacrifices himself to protect Rain and Kay, while Andy is rendered incapacitated. After rushing Kay to an elevator, Rain instructs her to head to the Corblin 4 and prepare for departure while she goes back to rescue Andy. Once aboard the ship, Kay injects herself with Z01, which quickly heals her wounds. Rain manages to rescue Andy, restoring his original programming by removing Rook's control chip. With xenomorphs closing in, Rain deactivates the station's gravity, allowing her to kill the creatures without risk of explosion. When gravity is restored, Andy kills the Navarro attacking xenomorph, and the group makes their escape as the Renaissance crashes into the rings of LV-410. As they prepare for their journey to Avaga, Kay unexpectedly gives birth to a human xenomorph hybrid, mutated by Z01. Rain opens the chamber to find Kay giving birth to an egg, which quickly hatches into a rapidly growing human xenomorph hybrid. The hybrid kills Kay, disables Andy, and destabilizes the Corblin 4, threatening the ship with destruction. Rain suits up in a pressure suit and fights the mutant, successfully ejecting it along with the ship's cargo pod. With the threat momentarily neutralized, Rain and Andy enter cryostasis, hoping to survive the perilous journey to Avaga 3. That's it for today's recap of Alien Romulus. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more movie recaps, and let me know your thoughts on the film in the comments below.